Good morning. Dear respected Thầy, dear Sangha, can you hear me well? This side? On the back? If you hear me well, just raise your hand. And in the middle, in the back, and on the left-hand side, in the back. Thank you. So first, we would like to invite you to turn off the phone, the turn on the air mode control on your iPhone. So during the Dharma Talk, we don't hear the phone ring. Yeah. Okay, so while we are waiting more people coming, I think we will sing together a song. Happiness is here now. Because today is the Happiness Day, the Buddha birthday. So we should sing a song, Happiness. Yes?
Sư chị chờ xem một chút nha. So dear friends, we have some seat cushion in the front. If you can sit close to Sister Hoa Nghiem to feel more energy, we invite you to come up because we have more friends to come. They start to tripling in, and then we sing song with Sister Hoa Nghiem. And if anyone have trouble hearing, you can come to this corner, and we have a special like amplified headphone for you, so you can hear Sister Hoa Nghiem better. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Today I will speak in English. I would like to speak in Vietnamese because so many Vietnamese people, but I'm thinking of many local people coming, and I also prepared in English already. So I'm sorry for the Vietnamese, but my English very easy to understand. So the young people and the Vietnamese young people, you don't need to worry, and the adults, only except the elder, we have translation by Sister Nghiem. So if the Vietnamese, you cannot hear in English, so you can wear the translation phone. Dạ, con kính thưa đại chúng, hôm nay con xin được nói bằng tiếng Anh. Tại vì chuẩn bị bằng tiếng Anh rồi, và với lại mình, cái người dân địa phương cũng khá đông, cho nên mình cần phải nói tiếng Anh. Và tiếng Anh của Hoa Nghiem nói rất là dễ hiểu. Chỉ có quý bác nào mà hoàn toàn không biết nghe thì xin nghe dịch bởi sư cô Nghiem. Bây giờ mình hát bài Happiness is here now. So now we sing a song, Happiness is here now. We have more space up here, so you can come up here and sit. Happiness is here and now. I have drowned my worry. Somewhere to go, something to do, but I don't need to worry. Happiness is here and now. I have drowned my worry. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, but I don't need to hurry. Is it correct? So now we sing in Vietnamese, so with both language. Ta hạnh phúc liền giây phút này, lòng đã quyến dứt hết âu lo, không đi đâu nữa, có chỉ để làm học môn mà sống không vội vàng. Ta hạnh phúc liền giây phút này, lòng đã quyến những hết âu lo, đi đâu cũng tới, tay chi cũng làm, lòng thanh thản sống thong dong khi bước, chứ không phải là đi đâu cũng tới. So I sing a wrong sentence. So before we start, I just want to share with you one happiness. Yesterday, for the new arrival today, for the coming Sunday, yesterday we have the very happiness day. We have food fair in the afternoon at 5 and many kind of food. And evening we have the music performance by our land friend and brother and sister. And today we have Buddha birthday festival. So this reminded me about what I said in the past. I remember I told us many times. He said, we must make our everyday is a festival day, you know. So since yesterday until today, many things happened. It made me happy and reminded me what I said in the past. And I think it's true because our life is short. So it's only the present moment is for us to enjoy life. So why we not make our life every day is the festival day to celebrate, you know, for something to make us happiness and joyful. So I just want to share with you that at beginning, before my real Dharma Talk, my real sharing today. Now we listen to 3 sounds of the bell, and please sit upright and relax, letting go on the worry, thinking from the past to the future, or what's disturb your mind in the present moment. You just come back to your breathing and aware of your breath coming in and coming out. Enjoy your breathing and you realize that I am alive today. A new day, a happiness day. Namo Sakyamuni Buddhaya Buddhaya. So dear respected Thai, dear Sangha, this morning we have a Dharma talk, and then after that we will have the bathing Buddha ceremony. So as we know that more than 2,500 years ago, there is a prince. His name is Siddhartha. And he escaped his family, his wife and his son, to go to the forest and wholeheartedly he puts his life for meditation to realize the suffering of birth, old age, sickness, and death. And then after that, he realized and he became a Buddha. And the people call him is Sakya Munayi Buddha. So he really attained the full enlightenment on the absolute path. And the teaching we practice today are taught by him, and they are the truth of life. Because after we practice, we experience, we can see that all the teaching is real to life. For me, when I first read the history of the Buddha, the first I was impressed by his teaching, is his statement. You are all Buddha to be, and I am a Buddha realized. So when he announced this statement, I didn't know what it meant, but many people they know. And do you believe it? What is his statement? If you believe, raise your hands. I believe it. But we still have so many people didn't raise your hand. That means you are in the middle of believe or not believe. But it's okay. You know, we don't need you don't force everyone to believe what the other people say. Yeah? Because we are not realized the Buddha yet. That's why. But what his statement meaning? His meaning is, in each of us, we all have Buddha nature. So today I would like to share with you about the Buddha nature in each of us. Before we know about the Buddha nature, I would like to say what is Buddha means. What the Buddha means. So we saw the picture on the video. So Buddha means awaken, enlightenment. So that means every one of us, we have a Buddha nature, awaken, enlightenment in each of us. But why? Why more than 2,500, 600 years ago, we are still not Buddha? We still round in the suffering, the ocean of suffering. We stuck in our desire, craving, hatred, anger, you know. Why? Because in the Buddhist psychology, our teacher, he wrote the 50 verses from the 30 verses of the Asavandu, from the 30 verses of the Buddhist psychology. It says that about the mind. Our mind is a field in which every kind of seed is sown, this mind field can also be called on the seat. Before we go to this, we are not make only our mind. We are performance by body and mind, psyche or soma, right? In Buddhist, in the psychology, psyche is something like a soul, spirit. Soma is the form, thing you can see, you can touch, you can hear, you can taste. Yes, you can feel, you know. So the body, but in the Buddhist psychology, they emphasize on the mind, because the mind is like a store of our consciousness, where is contained all kind of seeds. The Buddhism conceits is like in your consciousness, like your mental formation is a kind of seed. You know, if someone water, the seed will grow and grow up and manifest in your mind. For example, if someone say, "You are so fat," so what it touch this something in here, you angry. Why you told me fat? You know, sometimes some people teasing me. I a little bit irritated, but because of my practice, so I just I just and then I smile. But some people, they feel hurt. You know, so that's why we need to be careful when we touch the seed, like the anger or sadness or jealousy, doubt, you know. So if we watering the seeds of happiness, like, "Oh, today you look so fresh. You're fresh and you're joyful," you know, and then you feel happy. Everyone like, right? So if we see the person in the morning and you say, "Hello, good morning," and the other people say, "Good morning" back, and you feel happy, and you say, "Oh, I feel happy with the smiling face." I remember one day when I came down from the nunnery, I walked down on the slope of the hill of the road, and my face like this. And my younger sister looked at me and said, "Sime, you're not smiling. What's wrong to you?" You know, her talking, speaking, it's like a mindfulness bell awake me. I said, "Oh, my face not very happy." And this is look at them and not say any words, you know. So sometimes we can like a mindfulness bell, but be careful, nah? Need to be more skillful. Otherwise, you can watering not the happiness, but the anger seeds in them. Like when you come to the Blue Cliff Monastery, you practice mindfulness, and you go home and you say, "You are not mindful." So the way you remind your family is you not remind them mindfulness, but you remind them the anger. Okay, you practice mindfulness, but when the way you speak not mindful, you hurt me. So then this is the way how we watering the seeds up in our store consciousness. That's why the Buddha said, "You are on Buddha to be," because we need to water the seeds of Buddha in us, but we didn't. You know, we didn't do it. We watered something else seed. And some people said, "Why in this world so many different and unfair, injustice, why they are so rich, like Elon Musk or Bill Gates, some people, or Trump or someone. And why I'm so poor, and why she's so beautiful, and why I'm not beautiful, and why, why they are the boss and I am the worker. Because your perception, you think the other boss and you. If you don't think the other boss, you are not a worker. Don't think anything. This is the way we watering the seeds in our mind. So I would like to say, in the Buddhist psychology, said that the difference between human and all the species is due to the manifestation of the karma of that person and that thing. That thing means flower, a dog, cat, cow, But for humans, the karma, before that, we should know it manifests by the karma. What is mean karma? Many people who didn't know what mean karma, raise your hand. Really? I think you are. Okay. Karma means action, Karma means action. It's just a Pali word. Words. So the action means action of what? Action of act, action of speech, action of thought. That's it. I just list out the three main categories of our karma because they always manifest. It's always addressed, always, So in our daily life, we always do something. We always speak something, and we always thinking something, and we think a lot. So the thinking is made us a lot of difficulty and suffering. So in the Buddhist psychology said, the cause and effect, they come together. So I found this sentence very good. Good or bad, what you put will come back to you. Sometimes if you smile to the mirror will smile back to you, right? But if you like this, the mirror will expect back to you. If you grumbling, it's back to you. So this is true. So what's happened? Why some people said why they have this kind of karma, they blame their life. But in Buddhism said it's not only one life, cause effect, they come many life continuation from the past, previous, now, and future. So it's not only the good or bad, not only the karma, only happen in the present moment. I will go further later. We'll explain to you. For example, a mother, one parents, she shared with me that she wished her child become a worm or a fox for next life. I surprised. Why? I asked her why. But when I heard she shared, she told me, I didn't criticize her, blame her. I look at her, I can see the suffering in her eyes, the painful in her eyes, and the way she speaks. She's going to cry. So she shared with me that her children, her younger daughter going away, and she felt disappointed because she had lots of hope to her child, and now she betrayed her. She didn't listen to her teaching. She went to with the other boy, and that has hurt her a lot. So I told her that what's your relationship between you and your mother? And she said because she loved the boy and she didn't like. And then I said, oh, that is one of the reasons. That's why she ran away. But she shared about her opinion about her daughter relationship. And I listened, I understood now the new generation for the young people. Some young people are sitting here. Maybe you have your different opinion with your parents. When you love someone, you love with passion and you just go on your way. But the elder people, they think different way, because the parents, they really love their children and they care for the future of their children. And they worry that their children will go the wrong way and they will suffering for their life. So that's why they push their mind in their opinion on the relationship of their children. But they didn't know that the children is not them, even though we know that our children, we give birth to them, and they are our continuation. Like the picture, you see? But when we look at the flower, or the tree of flower, you see that? One tree, they give many flowers, but not flower as same as the other flower. A mother and a child, the child came from a mother. She is her continuation, but she is not her mother. But she cannot separate from her mother. So this is the non-duality of Buddhism, Buddhist teaching. You are my daughter, but the mother had to say, but you are not me. Yeah? But I cannot separate from you. If I wish my children, my girl, to become a worm, that's like as same as myself. Because she is my continuation, right? You cannot separate from your daughter. What happened to your daughter is happened to you. And what happened to your parent is happened to you. You cannot separate them. So this is the way of the parent love the children too much and give too much their opinion, their power on their control on their children. But the children, you also need to understand your parents. I told the mother that why don't you explain to her the way like a friend and be friend with her and do not use your power as parent to suppress to your children, And she said, yes, I try to do like what you said, what you told me. So she changed the way her mind, So I think some parents should learn how to love your children, how to understand your children. And the young people, you also need to learn to love your parents. Learn to understand your parents. Not go on your way on. Sometimes you need to listen to your parents because they old and they got more experience than us because we are young. But they are, in their eyes, a lot of professional to their future. That is the parent love the children, but some parents, they are not. Some parents, the mother, they are very cruel to her child. I don't know why. Maybe she carry a lot of suffering in herself. You know, some parents, they beat their children. Don't know the feeling of the children. They just make the children hurt. You know, that is the most of the Asian, Southeast Asian people. When they teach the children, they beat with the stick. You know, and when I was a child, my elder sister also do the same thing. So for me, she like a queen. Anytime I saw her, I very afraid. Even though I know that she want me to be good, try. But I am very scared of her because anytime she teach and she beat, you know. I remember one day she said, lie down, and usually they beat on the bottom of the child. She beats me and she asked me, do you afraid of me? I said, yes. Of course, if I say no, I will get more. So I need to say yes. And one time she asked, you afraid me or a stick? I said, I'm very silly. I said, a stick. So she beat me more, and then later on I said, oh, I talked the wrong way. Yeah, I was very, when I was a child, I'm very stupid. But some parents, they're very cruel to their children. You know, they beat and they abuse. When I read some information about the father abuse the child, the girl, I feel hurt a lot. Because even though myself, my father loved, he even one like that, he never do like that. He never beat us. He just, and then that's it. You know, he really loved. So when I heard a story, someone being abused by their parent, their father, I felt painful. I don't know why these people, they doing this. So, because I think that with a child, 7-year-old, 8-year-old, 5-year-old, 3-year-old, being abused by the father, he didn't know that when he did that, he destroyed his child. But he didn't know that he destroyed himself. He destroyed his soul, his mind, his body, you know. And when the child grow up, she or he carry a lot of suffering, painful, and trauma. And when they grow up, even though they got parents, they got marriage, family, but they weren't happy in their family, you know. They live there with the body, but like a dead body is not the real present for that family, because they carry a lot of trauma in their mind, in their heart. So for these people, when I share with the victim, I told them, you just think of your father, he or your mother, he or she is the victim of the society, of the environment. They don't have a chance to learn and practice like you. You have a chance to come here to learn the practice, the teaching of the Buddha. So you know how to protect your children. You know how to love your children. And they don't. They are suffer a lot. So forgive them. Only loving kindness and compassion and wisdom can forgive the action of the parent who abused their children. And I just want to say that if a man or a father or a mother, you should stop. You know, this will be go to the future. We don't know cause and effect. You know, so I told the victim who got abused. I told them, if you want to stop the cycle of this, you need to go opposite what your father and your mother do. You need to be kind. The more anytime you think of them, you think of love and forgive. What the action you do, you send your marriage to your parents. That you stop the cycle. But if you carry the anger seed, the sadness, the suffering, that means you continue the cycle of that. Only you stop the cycle, you need to do opposite. That you stop the cycle. So I hope that it can help. And I just want to share with you a story of the donkey. You know, the donkey, one day he fell on the deep hole and he cannot jump up out of the hole. He tried to shout and scream so people can hear and can come and rescue him, but no one here. And he said that, oh, I'm going to die here. But then accidentally someone dumped the trash to the hole. And the trash fall into his body. And you know what the donkey doing? He stepped out of the trash. He stand on the trash pile. And the people keep dump the trash in the hole. And he continued to do the same thing. And one day, he saw the crack, the hole, the top of the hole, you know, and he jumped out of the hole. And he escaped, he got freedom from the deep hole. So from this story, we can learn from our life. When you encounter the difficulty in your life, you know, we need to learn the lesson from the donkey. We not stand there and die and just let the trash come in and then you die. But you need to jump out of the trash. So we need to, from the difficulty we face, and from there we stand up and we get out. We not, fail. You know, we not lose. We don't want to lose. You know, we need to face and pray to get out of the hole of suffering, the hole of difficulty. Yes. So we have to pray and not escape the difficulty. Do not escape. Many people they escape their difficulty, but we are not. We need to pray and face it. And you know, it's very miracle. Everything will gone and pass because life's impermanence. Day will end, and the next day will come. The old day will end, the next day will come. The emotion come and the emotion go. The anger come and the anger come and go. So it's nothing is there forever. If you think like that, you have a lot of hope. Yeah. So let go the difficulty. Be brave and face it. You know why? I am the past, we are the past, we are the present, we are the future. We are not only the past, but we are not only the present, and we are not the future. Past, present, and future is illusion, that the Buddha said. But many people said, I still see the past is real. I cannot escape the past. But I don't want to lose the present, and I don't want to worry the future. You see that? We have so many demanding. We not accept what we are, what we have in the present moment. So I think we practice. We practice to look at the past as the experience, to learn the lesson. You know, so to make the present better. And the present, when we live in the present, more, if we do the goodness in the present, we will got the thing in the future is better. So we cannot come back to the past, can we? Maybe, yeah, but some people say yes. You know why? I'm joking. If they go by time spaceship, only in the science fiction. But many people hope that they can create the ship for time ship so they can go to the past. You know, I just want to share with you, last week we have joyful time to go to Minawaka and hiking picnic on the mountain. And then on the way back, myself and the group of younger sisters, one of the male master sisters, she also present in that day. So I treat them the handmade ice cream on the local shop. And we enjoy apple pie and ice cream very much. And a lot of laughing, talking. So anytime I thought about the past, I think about that day, I said, oh, how come I go back to that day again? Then I think, nonsense. I can buy the new ice cream and create another plate to eat with my younger sister. So the same thing with the what you carry, the difficulty, the sadness, the trauma in the past. We cannot go to the past. It goes. Let go, you know. Anytime you're thinking of the past, just make you more suffering and lose yourself, lose your energy, a lot of things. So now we can chanting to liberate the past and live in the present moment. Tụng kinh cầu siêu. I don't know how to say in English. I mean, disease ceremony for the past and enjoy the present moment. So when you enjoy the present moment, you will have more time to enjoy the future. If you carry the anger for 3 years, 4 years, pity for you. Why? Why you have to do that? You know? You don't need to carry a lot of suffering that's in the past. For me, if I do something worse in the past, like sometimes I also see some difficulty. It's not mean I'm smiling like this. I'm not difficulty. Of course, I have a lot. But the way I practice, I let go. I practice, let go. Anytime when it's coming, I just breathe in and calm. Breathing in, I calm my mind. Breathing out, I smile. Breathing in, I let things go. Breathing out, I'm free. You know, and let go. You know, don't be stuck or remaining by your habit in the past. Yeah, and we are Alan Watts. You know, because when I want to share this. Alan Watts says that we are the universe experiencing itself because we are not separate our mother, but we also not separate the universe. We are, you see at the first picture, that in our mind we also have a star, the moon, the sun. Not only this life, many past life we carry it in our star consciousness. So we carry the universe in ourselves. We and universe, we are not separate. So it will continue until so I would like to show you the flower. That means we are made from the universe. We are not the separate of self. Yeah, we and the flower are one. So if you see that you are separate of self, that means we have a self, right? So if we have a self, that means we have ego. So that means if someone talk bad about you, you get angry. So that means we not practice the interbeing, the non-self. And for me, as the practitioner, we should practice. I think I should not use the suit because my friend, she told me that the American people very allergic with suit. We match. I think for me, I want to say something. Yeah, I think that we must practice flexible. You know, flexible. It's like how you say, a ratch tree or coconut tree. When the storm is the wind strong, pulling you, the top of the coconut tree is bent like this, and the roots is bent like this. But after the wind, they will stand up again. But if you like this, if you standing so firmly and I am the right one, I am doing what I want. So the strong wind will cut your tree quick. So we need to learn sometimes we need to bend our ego, you know. Do not too much strong, too much stick in our ego. As practitioner, we need to learn have how you say, material comforts, tiện nghi, vật chất, and emotional comfort, tiện nghi tình cảm. It's not mean we need everyone to be nice with you. If they're not nice and you feel, I don't like, they're not nice, we should learn how to be flexible. Some environment, some situation, they behave like that. But we cannot ask them to be, I have to, you know. So we need to learn the flexible. Yeah? So that's what I would like to share, that especially the monastic, don't try to find material comfort or emotional comfort. if we continue like that, we cannot practice non-self. You cannot overcome your difficulty. If you only want to have the comfortable material comfort or emotional comfort. And because we are the interrelative with the all being in this world, so on this occasion, I would like to share with you about how we protect environment. We look at the world today, we can see that our climate change and the weather change very unnoble. So we can see that because we use a lot of trash and we cut a lot of wood, and then we eat a lot of meat and seafood, you know. So when we eat a lot of food, this we create a lot of energy of anger in the animal, and this anger energy will affect to our environment, to our planet, because they are also living being with us in this planet. We are share the planet together. So this is the anger has created violence and killing in our human community. It's caused by we eat too much meat and crab, seafood. I saw on the YouTube when I saw many people, they eat, and they just enjoy it. I'm terrified. I'm sorry I had to say that. So the practice of mindfulness will help us to go the right way. Right mindfulness and right views. When we see that we introvert, that's been the right views. But if we don't have the right view, we will do a lot of wrong action. And we lead to the wrong view. Yeah? So the right view is the way to make us how to do the righteousness in our action. One story I would like to share with you about mindfulness. When my teacher, when he was a novice, he was our run teacher attendant, and one day he came in the room of our run teacher and he closed the door so strongly, and my run teacher said, "Come out," and come in and close the door again. And my teacher, Thai, understood. He came out and he came out and he came in and he closed the door gently and mindfully. So this lesson is so that when we practice mindfulness, we do something gently and mindfully. Yeah, but also it's so that if we are not mindful, it's okay. You can do it again, you know? Then don't be worried that if you are not mindful, you can practice. If you are, this step, you are not mindful, but the next step, you will be mindful. So don't be worried if you are not mindful in this moment. You can have a try to do the mindfulness the next moment. So everything in this world is easy to transform and to change. We're not stuck in the idea of this and that. Yeah? And for me, so in our time, I think I would like to share with you on this occasion that very necessary for us to practice mindfulness and right view and the 5 mindfulness training. We rescue our family and global ethics, rescue the world. And especially we have the spiritual path. It's very important. With the spiritual path, you can make your family not suffer, your children not suffer, your spouse not suffer. If we have spiritual path, you take refuge on. So we don't drown in the ocean of suffering created by ourselves because of our ignorance. So today, the whole day today, and continue to the future. Today we practice when we bathing the Buddha. We're not bathing only this self, this personal, but we're bathing with our ancestor, our parents. Our parents, maybe they don't have a chance to do that. They work very hard. They don't have a chance to practice, to learn the Dharma. They did the wrong thing. They're so busy. They're hard labor, hard worker. But now we have a chance to practice, to walk mindfully, and to obey the Buddha. So when you walk like that, you walk with your parents, you walk with your ancestor. When you take the cup of water, pure water, and bath the Buddha, you think that, oh, mother, father, ancestor was the Buddha with me. So what the Buddha did, not the Buddha statue, the Buddha inside of you, the baby Buddha inside of you. When you do like that, you think you are bathing the baby Buddha inside of you. The pure water will clear, take away the affliction which accumulates for many lives. We are carrying a lot of affliction for many previous lives. So today is a chance for us to watch the Buddha, within me, the affliction within me, clear away. And we vow that we will be Buddha continuation. I will be a Buddha like you one day. One day I will become a Buddha with you. And wholeheartedly, who is a ray being today? You are, we are. With the arc of love, you just bath the Buddha. You can become a ray being. And because, you know why? Because we need to be sure that we are Buddha continuation. So I want to say something, but I forgot. Yeah, I think that's it. So that's it. So now, before we end, I would like to invite everyone to join your palm and breathe in, breathe out. And you say silent in your mind, Dear Buddha, I am your continuation. I will be your continuation. Certainly, one day or today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sister, for